Hey guys, it's Beth, and today I am here with my Kilopad project wrap up for my school pad from CraftSmith. Project is done, pad is dead. So this is what is left of my pad and the covers. I always try to keep at least a little bit of the pad cover so I can see what pad it was, how much I paid for it, when I killed it off, and what I got out of, killing off the pad. So I always feel like I get great stuff out of every pad, but it's always gratifying to see what I get and gratifying to finally use it up. But I'm not going to go into detail on most of these projects because you've either seen them in detail in their individual videos, whether they were project shares, process videos, or even some tutorials. So we're just kind of gloss over them and show you them, and then if you have any specific questions, you can let me know. But I think the only things you haven't seen were the bookmarks. I got 2 bookmarks directly off of the pad cover. Some of it was torn where they had the little circle sticker or the circle tape that kind of holds it closed. When I peeled that off, there were, this side and this side were torn. There were more pad information down here at the bottom. So of this middle portion, I was able to get 2 bookmarks directly out of the pad cover. And then I got 9 bookmarks using paper from the pad, like some of my scraps, and gluing them on to the back cover. So the back cover was a cardboard color on the inside and then this white color on the outside. And so I glued my paper directly onto the cardboard side so that the white side would be the back of my bookmarks. And then I just have some yarn from my stash as the little ties. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use these. Some of them are ones that my daughters colored, so I may let them hand them out to friends. Maybe it's like a little back to school gift next fall, or if I can make some other ones, maybe they could be fall party gifts for their class or something. I don't know. Had I gotten these done earlier and had some more, I would have offered them to our library for the summer reading challenge, but they will have already started it by the time I get this video out to you guys. So moving on, we have been enjoying our new weekly calendar on our fridge. We love the pop of color, and I love the fact that I can now add chores over here. Or actually, there's some nights we're finally starting to slow down, and so this week we have maybe one event going on a night, and then the other 2 boxes are chores. So I have been loving that. My girls not so much, but we all have been enjoying the nice pop of color, the refreshing view that this one gives as opposed to our old one, which was just plain and bland. And my girls are now enjoying playing with the old one. They are doing their own version of a calendar. And as I mentioned when I shared this originally, I have had one more set of these that I didn't use, and most of you who have requested them have just requested it in the calendar form, so there may be 2 full calendars that come out of this pad instead of just the one. I also got 7 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, and these mostly are for my oldest daughter's kindergarten graduation, and then one from my youngest daughter, and so these will just go in our albums. Sticking with the scrapbooking theme, I also got the 2 6x6 paper bag albums, and then I also got the 5x7 envelope album. So these will all be going up for sale, these probably in our Etsy shop, and then usually I also take them to our craft shows and then just keep track of what sold where. But then this one will also be going in our craft show inventory because, like I mentioned, I like to have the different price points. Because this one is not embellished, it's very simple. It can go for a much less price point than these albums, and so it's more affordable for kids, or sometimes there are adults who can't, love the idea of having the personalized scrapbook but don't necessarily have the money to spend either. So what's next? We have the 2 teacher accordion cards, which these will be going to the teachers very soon. 3 of the pencil packs, and then kind kind of coordinating with that. We also, like with this one, I got 3 of the Post-it note holders. These 2 ones with Dream on it will be going to craft show inventory, and then this one is already my daughter's. And then these will also go into our craft show inventory. I got 2 journal covers. I'm not counting the journals themselves because all of the paper that's in here actually came just out of my stash. I think there's a few scraps of paper from this pad that I've embellished the papers with, and then there's a cut apart in there. But really, I'm just counting the journal covers because that was a full sheet from this pad. And those will be going to my daughters for a summer adventure project. I got 8 or 9 little mini cards, and these I'm going to save and start a stash of lunchbox notes for my daughters for next year. And then I got 77 A-size greeting cards, and these, some of them will go to Cards for Soldiers like normal. And then some of them are going to go to Cards for Hospitalized Kids, which is new for me this year. And then the rest are all thank you cards, and I'm going to save them until next May for Staff Appreciation Week at my daughter's school. So Christy Marcotte had done this last year. I don't know if she did it again this year or if she'd done it in years past, but she had a 6x6 pad that she killed and made thank you cards for all the staff at her daughter's school. So I thought that was an awesome idea. I loved it and wanted to try and do it for this year, but I just missed our Staff Appreciation Week this year. So I know I could still give them, for the end of the year, but at this point I'm just going to go ahead and save them because they always do special things for staff. The PTO always does special things for staff during Staff Appreciation Week, so I will save these so that, the PTO can use them, or my daughters can hand them out as part of that week. And then I will include the link there's Cards for Soldiers. The link is always included in my description, but I will also include the link again to Cards for Hospitalized Kids in case you would like to learn more about that. But let me know if you had a favorite project from this pad. I think my favorite was the journals, the junk journals. I had never done these before, and they were so fun and easy and just used up a good amount of paper from my stash. And so I'm excited to make some of these for myself as well as my daughter. But I think that is my favorite project. Let me know if you had a favorite. And also, I hope you guys got some good school-themed ideas, either to use for your own kids or grandkids or students, or your kids' teachers for little appreciation gifts, end-of-year gifts. Hopefully you got some ideas. If you have already used some of these, or if you plan to use them, I would love to hear that, and I would love to hear how you use it, how you're going to use it, because everybody does it a little bit differently. Or, some people have taken the pencil pack idea and have turned it into a teacher appreciation gift, or, a student appreciation gift. Somebody thought they would make great Bible study gifts. So I love to hear those kinds of things, how you guys kind of put your own spin on these ideas. So let me know in the comments below, or I would even love to see your pictures. You can tag me on Instagram with @BourbonCreekCrafts, or send me an email at bourbon.creekcrafts@gmail.com. I always love to see your guys' projects and know that you are using your stash. But I always learn something from every pad that I do, whether it's about myself or about my process and my techniques, or sometimes, I even learn a whole new project like this. I'd never done a junk journal before, as simple as they are. I just never tried them. So that was totally new to me. And then every pad project also has its own set of challenges, whether it's the paper itself or the theme or the projects that I decide to make. So it's always kind of gratifying to make it through the pad, that I've pushed through those challenges, and just seeing everything that I make, just feels so good. And then knowing that my paper is not in my stash anymore, it's now in a pretty form that I can share with others in some way. So I'm always excited about that. And You know, one other good things about these projects is not only am I using up from my stash, but it's helping me get caught up on my personal scrapbooking, because I tended to neglect that a little bit, so I need to get caught up on that. So this is definitely a push for that. But hope you guys got some good ideas. And I thank you guys for your time, not just today, but throughout this whole series. And I thank you guys for your ideas. A lot of you shared some really helpful ideas on how to use this particular pad. And so I am very grateful for that. And I tried to utilize those. So please continue to send me those ideas whenever I do my project previews, because I am usually more than willing to give them a try, because sometimes I really struggle on coming up with something different to do. So always looking for those new ideas. But again, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.